Hello everybody. So if you're watching this video, you're probably considering or have already gotten a septoplasty along with what is called a cautery crush to reduce the turbinates inside of your nose, which is just pretty much enlarged sinuses from what I understand. I actually just had this procedure done about 4 days ago, and I wanted to make my own video. Before I had gotten the surgery, I just want to do a little bit of research, so I went on YouTube and I looked up some videos regarding this matter, and I just kind of wanted to make my own video after experiencing it for myself. There were a few points that were missed in all the other videos that I watched that I kind of wanted to clear up. There may be other people out there who have these questions just like I had them, and no one's really there to answer them for you, so I kind of just wanted to make a little video in regards to that. Pretty much what had happened is my nose was broken when I was about 16 years old. I'm 23 now, so that's like 7 years ago. So ever since then, I had been living with a really stuffy nose. I never really went to the doctor. I was just kind of like brushing it off, whatever. But finally, I got to the point where I was like, okay, this is getting really annoying. I don't want to live the rest of my life. I'm only 23. I don't want to live the rest of my life with a stuffy nose. So I went to my ENT. He took a look at my nose. He told me that my septum was deviated and that I did have swollen turbinates. I don't really know how to pronounce that word, but it's just pretty much like your sinuses inside. They're enlarged or swollen. So he suggested that I had the surgery done, which I did about 4 days ago. Today's the fourth day after my surgery. So pretty much what I wanted to talk about was the anesthesia, the healing process, medication, eating and drinking while having the packing and the splints in your nose, the post-op, all that good stuff. So let's go ahead and get started off with the anesthesia. I know that a lot of people get really anxious or worried when considering surgery because they have to be put under. Now, anesthesia always carries its own risks. It can be dangerous, but I mean, so can stepping outside or going to work. You never know what's going to happen. So don't let that stop you. If that's the only thing that's keeping you from getting a corrective surgery, just do it. Do yourself a favor and get it done. But pretty much what they did is, I was taken to the surgery center. They placed an IV on me. I met with the anesthesiologist. They asked me a whole bunch of questions, blah, 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 blah. So pretty much when it got down to it, they gave me my IV while I was in the OR. They started dripping some of the anesthesia in it, and it knocked me out like right away. It's so crazy. Like, it felt like I went to sleep, and literally they were waking me up 2 seconds, 1 second later, and they were like, okay, you're all done, good to go. Waking up from the anesthesia wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. I wasn't nauseous. My throat did burn, and I think it's from like the breathing tube that they stick down there. Also my nose was burning like for the first 24 hours. The pain wasn't that bad. It was just mostly like discomfort and burning. I guess your nose is just, well, I mean, you just had surgery on your nose, so what do you expect? So that wasn't that bad. I think the procedure lasted 45 minutes altogether. I believe that's what my doctor said. So now after the surgery, they gave me a whole bunch of medication. They gave me a nausea medicine, they gave me antibiotics, and they gave me Percocets for the pain. Now, thankfully, I only had to take the Percocets for like the first 24 hours. Percocets make me really, really sick. So do the antibiotics, so the nausea medication really came in handy. But pretty much after the first 24 hours, this was just like really uncomfortable. I don't like not being able not to breathe through my nose at all, so I guess I was kind of like panicking a little bit because of that. But I guess the trick is just to remain calm, don't panic, just don't do it. So after the first 24 hours, which was not fun, I'm not gonna lie to you, it really was not fun. I was like regretting getting this done. But now that I got my packing room, like, I would do it all over again in a heartbeat. Oh, it feels so good to breathe. Anyways, pretty much what had happened after the first 24 hours, like, I really didn't drink or eat anything like I was supposed to. When After the surgery, when I woke up, they told me that they had put packing and splints inside of my nose. Pretty much the packing is just like two big old long tampons in each side. They stick them up there, and I guess before they stick the tampons up there, they put this in there. It's like little soft silicone splints. They're really, really big. I don't even know how they got it in there. I actually asked to take these home. But Yeah, I guess that's what they put in your nose after the surgery. Um, Eating and drinking after the surgery was horrible. You don't realize how much you need your nose when swallowing. Your nose is completely plugged up. Like you're not going to be able to breathe at all, even if you want to sniff, blow your nose. Like just you're not going to be able to do it. So whenever you swallow, I guess it causes like pressure in the inside of your mouth, and it feels like it's pushing up through your nose. Like I felt like the liquid or whatever I was eating was pushing up through my nose, and everything was gonna fall out. It didn't because it was like sewed in there, stitched in there, thankfully. But that's what it felt like. It was really uncomfortable. I didn't eat or drink as much as I should have. I actually got like really weak and felt like I was gonna pass out a few times because of it. So definitely don't let that stop you from eating or drinking. It's not gonna fall out. I was really uncomfortable, so I didn't eat or drink as much as I should have. But that was only about 3 days. I lost like 10 pounds, so I guess that's always a plus. Let's see what else. My post-op appointment to remove my splints in the packing was actually this morning. I got there early this morning. The doctor came in. He just like, I guess there was two sutures right here at the end of my nostrils. He snipped those, took out the tampon packings, which were freaking long. They were like this long, and I can't even describe how it felt. It was just the most bizarre feeling ever, but it felt so good. So after they took out the tampons, they took out these little suckers, which actually were a little painful. I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't that bad. It was just really uncomfortable. Now, after they took these out and they suctioned my nose out, I could breathe immediately. It was so freaking crazy. Like, it just feels so good. I can smell everything. I can breathe. Like, if you're considering doing this, like, do yourself a favor, especially if you have insurance that's gonna pay for it. Just get it over with. I don't, I, you know, I think they keep the splints in the packing in your nose based upon what you need done. I have seen other people that only had to have it in there for 24 hours after the surgery, but I had to keep mine in for 3 days, which kind of sucked. But now I'm just kind of rambling, so I'm gonna cut this video off. But if you guys have any questions, I am gonna make some more videos coming up here shortly. So I guess just leave a comment down below. I will answer any questions you guys have, no matter how embarrassing they are. Trust me, I'm not shy at all. Ask me whatever you want. Bye.